This video is for volume. And so on the front here, you have got all of your formulas for volume. So for a prism or a cylinder, it's pi r squared h. Remember on the star, they're going to give it to you like this, big BH. And then for a pyramid or a cone, it's 1/3 pi r squared h. And then for a sphere, it's 4/3 pi r cubed. And so if they give you the diameter, remember that you have to divide it by 2 to get the radius. All right, so inside here, so for this one, this is a cylinder. So we're going to use this formula here. And so we're going to write it out. Volume equals pi. My radius is 5. And my height is 9. And I can type it in just like that. So pi radius squared times 9, and we'll round to 2 decimal places. So this one would be 706.86. So on this one, I have been given the diameter, so I have to divide that by 2, and so I'll have a diameter of 3.5 on this one. And so same thing, you can type it in your calculator just like that. And we get 962.11. So now for a cone, different formula, same process. So my radius is 5 and my height is 9. So 1/3 pi radius squared times the height. And so I get a volume of 235.62. And then same thing here. Again, they've given me the diameter, so I have to divide it by 2 to get the radius of 4. So 1/3 pi radius and height. So for that one, we get a volume of 201.06. All right, so for a sphere, pi, and my radius is 7. So 4/3 pi radius. And so here I get 1,436.76. Now I have half a sphere. So when we have half a sphere, remember we have to divide the entire thing by 2. So you can do this. There's 2 different ways that you can do this. So you can do it all at once. Or you can do just this top part, and then when you're done, you can go back and divide by 2. So here my volume is 1,526.81. So down here at the bottom, we have composite figures. So here I've got a cone and a cylinder. So the cone is going to be 1/3 pi. The radius is 10. The height is 15. And then the sphere is just going to be pi. The radius is 10 again. But this time the height is 10. So again, there's 2 ways. You can do them both separately and then add them, or you can do them all at once. Make sure to use your parentheses so order of operations does not get confused. Oh, we add them, sorry. And so for this one, we get a volume of 4,712.39. All right, so for this one, I've got a hemisphere and a cone. So for the hemisphere, I do 4/3 pi radius cubed and divide the whole thing by 2. For the cone, I do 1/3 pi radius squared times the height. So if I do them separately, nope. So I would have 4/3 pi radius cubed divided by 2. So I did the hemisphere, and then I would just do plus, and it's going to take this answer and it's going to add it to whatever I type in next. So again, use your parentheses. And so for this one, I get a volume of 904.78. So that's it for this video.